It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
And alongside Freddie Valentino, I'm Jordan Hirsch, and we've got a great matchup on tap here this morning between the Paul VI Eagles and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. These are two teams that have been riding high recently. Paul VI on a 2-game win streak, Notre Dame winners of 3 in a row. And Freddie, I'd like to welcome you into our pregame festivities here. Great to be back with you for some more high school lacrosse action. Notre Dame, they're 7-2 on the season, a 3-game win streak they sport coming into this game. What have you liked out of their game over this last week or so?
Yeah, hey George, thanks for being back. Valentino, 3 goals. Emily Javik again with 7 draw controls. Last night we played West Windsor Plainsboro South. It was our senior night here at home. We supported and gave gratitude and thanks to our 7 graduating seniors. We had Amelia with 3, Ellie Marone with 3, Kate Cottrell with the first goal here at Notre Dame in high school. Amelia, Ellie, and Emily all tallying 5 draw controls apiece. It was a great night. Here to support the Irish, and they had a great 3-game winning streak.
Colin, you're a
We'll see
lifesaver.
what happens here today.
Yeah, and they've got a real tough test, probably their toughest test of the season here as they take on the Eagles of Paul VI. They've won 2 consecutive games, had a big win over Winslow in their last game, 16-2, outscoring opponents 32-6 on this current win streak. They have struggled a little bit on the road, just 2-2 away from home. They are 3-0 at home, but this Paul VI team, they have a very high-powered offense, averaging 17.3 goals per game this season, 121 total. They have not scored less than 14 goals in any game this year. The defense has struggled a bit at times. They give up nearly 9 goals per game this season. They've given up in their 2 losses 19.5. So if Notre Dame is going to want to win this game, they're going to have to look to run up the score. And this Notre Dame team, they can score with the best of them as well. Not quite as powerful as the Eagles, but they still score nearly 14 goals per game. Their defense a lot better, allowing 5.4 goals per game as well. And an interesting stat on the Fighting Irish, when they score double-digit goals this season, 7-0, just 0-2 though when they score under 10. So again, Notre Dame and Paul VI expect a high-scoring game between these two teams. That's what we're looking for, and I think that favors really both of these teams. Notre Dame and Paul VI will be looking to strike and score a lot of goals as this morning goes along. Two teams about ready to do stick checks, so we will step aside and be back with starting lineups and the opening draw from Notre Dame High School. It's all coming for you next on the WBCB Sports Network. Don't need this in.
We all face challenges, and sometimes life can get a bit overwhelming.
But guess what? You're not alone. There's a beacon of hope shining through, and it's called the Hey app. If you've ever felt the weight of isolation, stress, or emotional struggles, this one's for you. We're about to unveil a platform that's more than just an app. It's a lifeline for those in need. What sets Hey apart? Well, it connects people in need with compassionate and supportive listeners. You can share your thoughts, your fears, your hopes, and do it all anonymously. Because sometimes
in a world where every choice we make can impact someone's life, one brand is leading the way towards a brighter future. Introducing Fish. We are on a mission to raise awareness of the mental health issues many face every day, especially children, student athletes, and veterans. Join us at Fish and be a part of something bigger than yourself. Together, we can make waves of difference in the world.
In a world where every voice matters, there's a brand that stands out. Fish, not just a clothing company, but a movement for change. We're dedicated to raising awareness about mental health issues, especially among children, student athletes, and veterans. Our brand was born from the belief that clothing can be a powerful tool for expression and support. Join us at Fish Clothing Company and be part of a community that's making a difference.
we all face challenges, and sometimes life can get a bit overwhelming. But guess what? You're not alone. There's a beacon of hope shining through, and it's called the Hey app. If you've ever felt the weight of isolation, stress, or emotional struggles, this one's for you. We're about to unveil a platform that's more than just an app. It's a lifeline for those in need. What sets Hey apart? Well, it connects people in need with compassionate and supportive listeners. You can share your thoughts, your fears, your hopes, and do it all anonymously. Because sometimes all we need is someone to listen without judgment. And here's a beautiful opportunity for you. We're asking you to join this community of compassion. Download the Hey app and become a listener. Your kindness can be a guiding light for someone in their darkest moments. Imagine being the reason someone smiles today, the reason someone feels heard and understood. It's powerful, and it starts with you. Join us on this journey, because every conversation can be a lifeline. Let's make the world a little brighter, one connection at a time.
In a world where every choice we make can impact someone's life, one brand is leading the way towards a brighter future. Introducing Fish. We are on a mission to raise awareness of the mental health issues many face every day, especially children, student athletes, and veterans. Join us at Fish and be a part of something bigger than yourself. Together, we can make waves of difference in the world.
I didn't see him stick check the other team.
Fish Clothing Company represents the core values you dedicate to yourself every day. We want to inspire you to be the best and most fulfilled version of yourself. FISH is an acronym standing for faith, integrity, strength, and honor. Faith in oneself and those around you. Always evolve with integrity. Through adversity comes strength, and there is honor in the fight. Back here from Notre Dame High School, where the two teams back in their huddles, about set to get this one underway. Notre Dame enters at 7-2, Paul the 6th at 5-2. This should be a really good game whenever you've got a high-powered private school here like Notre Dame facing off against a team from South Jersey in Paul the 6th. Definitely expect some fireworks here on the field this morning. Notre Dame will be looking to extend their win streak up to 4. Paul VI trying to get their win streak up to 3. This Paul VI team, they've struggled a bit against teams with above 500 records. 0-2 against teams over 500. 5-0. They've handled their business against the teams that they are supposed to beat that are below 500. Teams taking the field, it will be Ava Calloway and Amelia Eilbacher in the circle, ready for the opening draw control. Paul VI in their road royal blues.
For the first 3 quarters.
Calloway and Eilbacher in the circle. Official puts the ball between the sticks. It is something that Notre Dame has really dominated throughout the entire season, is the draw control factor in the game that's led to them getting out to early leads that they really haven't relinquished. This one, though, is won by Paul VI, and moving up goes Ave Martin, wheels herself to the top and hands it off to Emma McCarthy, just 1 goal away from number 100 on her career. Just a sophomore here at Paul VI. McCarthy sends it over to La Rosa, and she finds Diaz, the Penn Charter transfer, who deals it back up top to Martin. Martin makes a spin, gets by her defender, double team, throws it away, and that's Emily Javik with the turnover. She'll move up Notre Dame with her first possession.
Got Aubrey Davis, she passed off to.
Loses it though, and it's scooped up by Sammy Flynn, and she is fouled. Send it all the way back to the goaltender, Sienna Mount. 31 saves, 62 goals against for Mount this season. Long pass, trying to connect there with Martin, ends up on the ground. It's going to be nearly scooped up by Notre Dame, instead taken by Paul VI and Amelia Giroux. Diaz gets to the top of the fan, cut off there, sends it across to Giordano. Now McCarthy again. McCarthy, quick. And shoots and scores. The sophomore with her 27th goal of the season, and she's got draw controls on the season after winning the opening one here. Eilbacher can't take this one, and it's taken up by McCarthy. Paul VI with 2 draw control wins to start this game. McCarthy to the side of the net. Looking for a teammate in the royal blue. Sends it up top to Giordano. At the top of the fan, Giordano surveys her options and deals it off to Martin. She'll send a long pass towards the side of the net. That gets deflected. And winds up in. Wow. Going to get credited with that goal, but a lucky bounce for the Eagles. And just like that, they're on top 2-0. Still 9:41 to play in the first.
Let's go, guys! Keep it going!
Come on, Blue! Six is no doubt a strong team. I mean, South Jersey, North Jersey, they're phenomenal. Of course, Lacrosse is most played, strongest players. I mean, Notre Dame's really going to have to capitalize on these kind of balls.
Yeah, and a perfect start here for the Eagles as well. A goal out of the net of Ava Diaz, and then not really sure who gets credited with that one. It seemed like a lucky bounce to beat the goaltender Margaret Ritson. The Eagles now 3 for 3 on the draw controls. Here's Diaz. Defended tightly. She'll send it up top to Ave Martin. Martin to McCarthy, just 1 goal away from 100 for her career. She'll send it behind the net. Giordano up top to Martin. Nearly lost it, got it back with Javik in defense. In the zone, they score again. That time, Vanessa LaRosa gets on the board, and it's 3-0 Paul the Sixth. LaRosa, the freshman attacker, now with 15 goals on the season. No assists, 15 goals, 15 points. And Notre Dame, perhaps a little shell shock. They're getting kind of a taste of their own medicine right now as they've now lost 3 consecutive draw controls and it's led to 3 goals for the Eagles. Callaway with Eilbacher, the Notre Dame logo at midfield. This one's won back by Eilbacher. Notre Dame will look to move up and try to get on the board, trailing at 3-0, 8:50 to play in the opening quarter. Barone behind the net. Now up top to Reese Parker. One of the better offensive players on this Fighting Irish team. Up top to Javik, the rider commit. She'll hand it off to Marone, or I should say Aubrey Davis. Back to Marone. And now Eilbacher scoops it up off the ground. Eilbacher. So a turnover for Notre Dame. It's their second game already. And here come the Eagles in transition. Ava Diaz, who's got 1 goal already on the day. Diaz will pull it back out and reset the offense. McCarthy to Martin. And across to Diaz. They'll play catch. Behind the net, ball knocked loose, out of bounds. And it's gonna stay with the Eagles. A nice play there by Grace Koziol to knock that one free. Giordano looking for help, gets it into the middle of the 8-meter, and slipping and falling there was LaRosa. And Notre Dame unable to take advantage as they get it but give it right back. Ball still being fought for, still loose. And finally, it will be picked up and controlled by Sammy Davis for Notre Dame. Reese Parker gets around one defender in LaRosa and carries it across the midcourt stripe. Parker with a lot of room. Top of the fan, here. Parker looking to do it all herself, and she does. What a play there by Reese Parker, going 3/4 of the way across the field to get the Irish on the board, and it's 3-1. Now 29 goals for the sophomore attacker, Reese Parker. Give her 70 career points as well. And it looks like Notre Dame will use a timeout. 6:52 to play, first quarter, 3-1. Paul the Sixth on top of the Fighting Irish. Here early, we'll take a quick break and be right back with more action next on the WBCB Sports Network. Welcome back to the campus of Notre Dame High School alongside Freddie Valentino. I'm Jordan Hirsch. 3-1, Paul VI on top of Notre Dame here early. And so far, Freddie, the difference has been in the circle. Paul VI, three draw control wins, just one for Notre Dame, and that's the score right now. And you can kind of see how whenever you're able to win those draw controls, it really helps your offense get into a rhythm early.
Oh, 100%, Jordan. If you can win that out of the draw, and you can take off downfield, and you get to the 30, and your team's sitting up there waiting for you, the transition is that much easier. I mean, the ball is on your side. Notre Dame's been able to get the ball turned over, get it on the ground, and we really haven't been able to pick up the ground balls. But they're not going to be able to make those kind of mistakes today if they want to compete and try to win against ball 6 here. They're a strong team, they have a great offense, so you really got to hit them up and get up there.
Yeah, and we'll see if that goal by Reese Parker kind of gets Notre Dame back into the swing of things, because they've kind of been, we're used to seeing Notre Dame dominate in the circle. Instead, it's been Paul VI here early as both teams break their huddle. It'll be Ava Calloway and Amelia Eilbacher set for this one. 6:52 to play, first quarter. Amelia Eilbacher with 49 draw control wins this season. The senior will be headed to Virginia Commonwealth next year. She was our Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game. She scored her 100th career point against Lawrence the last time we were here. We'll do this one over again. Eilbacher up to 23 goals on the season. Her next point will be her 40th.
Let's go, Callaway! Winning them.
This one up in the air, tipped around, loose on the ground, and scooped up by Vanessa LaRosa, who's got 1 goal to her credit already here early in this one, being pestered by Javik. She'll take it behind the net. LaRosa has it knocked free, and there's another turnover. It's scooped up by Notre Dame and Grace Koziol. That's her second time she's made a nice play to take it. Picks up as the Irish move in transition. Michaela Driscoll spins by her defender, and she'll wheel around behind the net, defending closely.
Good job, Jordan. Good job, Jordan.
25 on 25. That's Driscoll being defended by Johnson. Gets it around in front. And Michaela Driscoll will not be denied as she pulls the Irish back to within 1.
That was a great play there, Jordan. All starting with that defensive turnover, all the way to the other end. Grace Koziol.
Yeah, then goes around the world and beats her defender in Johnson. Gets it to the net front and able to send that one past Sienna Mount. And so Notre Dame has responded nicely here after giving the first 3 of the game. To go. Another draw control win for Paul VI. Moving up goes to Martin. Head full of steam. She'll pull it back at the top of the fan and defer to Emma McCarthy. Still looking for goal number 100 of her career. Her next one will get her to that mark. McCarthy pump fake, sends it across to Diaz. Into the middle. Ball loose. That's going to be a foul against the Irish. Free shot here for Paul VI. That's Cameron Kerner. She defers to Martin. Into the middle there is McCarthy. And good defense by Notre Dame to reset it. line. Bowden getting the start. McCarthy gets into the 8-meter. Back up top, Martin. Spins. Defers Diaz. Man, just some suffocating defense here by Notre Dame. McCarthy to the middle of the 8-meter. Whips a shot wide. They'll stay with the Eagles behind the net. Here's Giordano. She'll give it up McCarthy. The right wing looking to go by her defender. Can't. Instead gives it up. And a shot on goal. And Paul the Sixth has built their lead back up to 2.
Notre Dame defense did a pretty good defensive job right there. I mean, they were holding Paul 6 off for a little while. What I noticed about McCarthy here, I mean, talk about a patient player, right? Very much a team player. Every time she definitely a patient player and strong team.
And Notre Dame's going to try something different here with the draw as Emily Javik will take this one. Had her 100th career draw control win last night in the 13-2 victory over West Windsor Plainsboro South. Her and Callaway match up for this one. Early movement there against Notre Dame, and so this one will go to the Eagles. Another unforced error by the Irish. McCarthy jogs up, Javik right on her. Now Martin up top to Diaz. She's got 1 goal on the day. Callaway tried to get that into the middle to McCarthy. She looked like she took her eye off of it. And now it'll be scooped up by Sammy Davis. As she goes down the far sideline, spinning into traffic. Irish will keep possession. In the middle there connects with Ellie Marone. I'll tell you what, for as good as Notre Dame's defense was on their last possession, Paul the Sixth, they really play the full field. Michaela Driscoll, who's got 1 of the 2 Irish goals, takes it behind the net. Again, 25 on 25. Driscoll was able to beat Johnson last time, trying the same play here. Into the middle, Parker bank shot, and she's got her 2nd goal of the game. That goal gives Reese Parker 30 on the season, and the deficit is back down to 1 with 3:04 to play in the first.
Get back, girls!
Gets into the 8-meter and will take it around the line. She's double teamed. Eilbacher looking for a teammate. Johnson on defense. Up top now, Parker off the give and go. Parker looking for a 1st quarter hat trick. Takes it behind the net. Gives it up. There's Driscoll to the side. Hits the goalpost.
Go, Jordan. Come on, Jordan.
Out to Jordan Johnson. The senior midfielder. Here comes Giordano. Now Callaway behind the net. Paul the Sixth playing their offensive possessions here very slowly, very deliberately. Callaway up top to Martin. Dave Martin's got a goal here in this 1st quarter. Back behind the net to Emma McCarthy, the daughter of 1st-year head coach Jill McCarthy here, 1st year at the helm of Paul VI. Down to 1:50 to play in this 1st quarter. McCarthy turns the corner, and instead it's Martin now, and she gets held.
Come on, Ame!
Dave Martin with the free position from the top of the fan. Gives Gives it up Diaz, and miscommunication, but right there to pick it up is a corner. They should send it up to the top of the fan to Martin. Diaz down the alley, double team, then again forced to pull it back out. This Notre Dame defense has inside that 8-meter. Down to 51 seconds to play in the open. Another turnover, this one sent ahead. And whistles, it looks like a foul, but it's going to stay with the Irish nonetheless. Notre Dame with 30 seconds to work with here, trying to pull even before the expiration. Parker, head full of steam. They're going to go by everyone. She's already got one goal like this today. This time, off of her helmet, it goes right in the. Get that to Barone. Loose on the ground with 9 seconds. Picking it up there is Blue. Notre Dame on top, 12 down, 36 to go. We'll be back with the
In a world a move awareness about mental an athlete was born from the belief that clothing can and be part of a community that's
car buying made simple. Olden Avenue, Ewing Township. Over 100 new Hyundai models from Elantra, including hybrid models. Hyundai of Trenton has the inventory, including a huge selection of pre-owned, certified vehicles. No market adjustment on any car in stock, and an extra $1,000 rebate, trade-in value towards any new vehicle. Hyundai of Trenton will buy your vehicle even if you don't purchase a car. Fast payment, top dollar paid for your car. Hyundai of Trenton, car buying made simple, and the area's fastest growing dealership at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. As we welcome you back here to the campus of Notre Dame High School, alongside Freddie Valentino, I'm Jordan Hirsch. 4-3, Paul VI on top of Notre Dame after the opening 12 minutes. And if you're just joining us, the Eagles got out to an early 3-0 advantage, but kind of that first Reese Parker goal, Freddie, looked like it unlocked something for the Notre Dame offense. They had a nice close to that first quarter.
Yeah, they did. It really feels like once Reese closed the deal on that one, going back to the net, it seems like the team has got a nice offensive motion now. We've seen it. Parker finish it.
Add another one in that first quarter as well. She's got 2. Michaela Driscoll has 1. For Paul VI, then tally for the Eagles kind of went in off of a lucky bounce, and we couldn't really make out who had knocked it in. The teams will switch sides. Javik and Callaway in the circle. This one loose, and it's picked up by Emma McCarthy, and the Eagles, they'll move up, leading by 1 as we start the second quarter. Glad you could join us for some girls high school lacrosse action on a beautiful Saturday morning here in Lawrenceville. An unforced error there by Diaz, trying to connect with Giordano and just overshot her. She'll get that one to Reese Parker. I'm not sure if that's who she intended that pass for, but nonetheless, Parker will move up to Javik, off to the left side and off the net there of Moog. And now Eilbacher. Trouble with these ground balls. Notre here. Holloway. Up top they go. Of the game. Sophomore. Here's and now McCarthy. Ball is 6. They seem to be in no particular hurry on these offensive possessions. McCarthy up top, LaRosa. And off to Giordano on the left side, and she'll send it right back to LaRosa. And now McCarthy once more. McCarthy at the top of the
Yeah,
pan.
man.
The middle 8 meter knocked down, and that'll be a yellow card. Shot for Martin, a chance to extend the lead back up to 2. Martin against Ritson. Second of the game, and it's 5-3. Game, Paul the 6th, 0-2 against teams above this morning against Notre Dame. They made the trip up 295 from Haddonfield and have led Javik, who is yet to win a draw control here. This one loose on the ground. McCarthy for the Eagles. McCarthy to Martin. McCarthy easily scoops this one up. He's got one. Diaz wants to get it in front. Still looking for somewhere to go with it. Notre Dame not allowing anything into the middle of the 8 meter. Diaz, this time they get it into the middle, and that shot was blocked. Man, Callaway looked like she was going to have an easy goal, but instead a nice defensive play by Notre Dame, and now they'll take over. Puts the moves on Diaz, gets around her. Gets around another defender in LaRosa. To the top of the fan goes Parker, looking to go the full field. Instead, she's forced behind the net by Johnson. Parker, bounce shot, and Reese Parker just put her head in the ground, carried it up basically the entire length of the field, wheeled behind the net. Nice shooting position, was able to bounce that one past Sienna Mount and pull the Irish back to within a goal. left on the second quarter clock. Callaway and Javik. Callaway has had the better of this matchup here so far, and she wins another one back to Johnson.
Go, Em. Go, Callaway.
McCarthy, and now Callaway to Diaz. Ava Diaz, the Penn Charter transfer, has got 1 goal so far. She'll take it behind the net. Diaz up top, outside of hands Martin, controlling the offense. Ellie Marone right on her, she'll give it up McCarthy. Cam Beadle is on defense. And now Giordano. Julia Giordano, another freshman attacker on this team. Sends it to the side of the net, McCarthy. Back up to Giordano. She'll get to the edge of the fan. And again, Paul the Sixth just forced to work this one around the perimeter. McCarthy behind the net, Callaway. Twists the stick, tries to get in front, sends it to Martin, makes the move, gets to the 8. She's got a first half hat trick, gives her 23 goals on the season.
Way to get through, Avi!
Paul the Sixth, another 2-goal lead.
Great start at Callaway.
Very patient offense there.
Good job, Alvin.
Sorry, Paul Sixes, no doubt about it. I mean, they're just waiting for the perfect cutter every time. They settle back, they play wide, they're outside the 12. Really good.
Yeah, you know, we've talked about how good Notre Dame's defense has been, not allowing many plays into the middle of the 8-meter. Well, when you have to defend for that long of a period of time, eventually a talented team like Paul the Sixth is going to be able to take advantage. And we wonder if maybe we'll see more of an aggressive approach here by Notre Dame, maybe try to force some more turnovers. That's something they did very well in the first. LaRosa to Martin. She's already got 3 as we tick down to 6:23 to play till halftime. 6-4. Paul the Sixth on top. Diaz into the fan, sends it down low. McCarthy, she'll pull it back out. Again, 1 goal away. McCarthy connects with Diaz, gets around the defender.
Nice shot, Diaz!
7-4 game. Is going to use another timeout. Paul the Sixth on top by 3. 6:08 to play. Second quarter. We'll take a quick break and be right back with more girls high school lacrosse next on the WBCB Sports Network.
We all face challenges, and sometimes life can get a bit overwhelming. But guess what? You're not alone. There's a beacon of hope shining through, and it's called the Hey app. If you've ever felt the weight of isolation, stress, or emotional struggles, this one's for you. We're about to unveil a platform that's more than just an app. It's a lifeline for those in need. What sets Hey apart? Well, it connects people in need with compassionate and supportive listeners. You can share your thoughts, your fears, your hopes, and do it all anonymously. Because sometimes all we need is someone to listen without judgment. And here's a beautiful opportunity for you. We're asking you to join this community of compassion. Download the Hey app and become a listener. Your kindness can be a guiding light for someone in their darkest moments. Imagine being the reason someone smiles today, the reason someone feels heard and understood. It's powerful, and it starts with you. Join us on this journey, because every conversation can be a lifeline. Let's make the world a little brighter, one connection at a time.
Welcome back to Notre Dame. 7-4. Paul the Sixth on top of the Irish. 6:08 to play here in the second, and Paul VI. They've been able to win the draw controls, and they've turned it into 7 goals so far. Notre Dame will send Emily Javik back out there into the circle. Callaway will match up with her. Callaway has had the better of this matchup so far.
Let's go, Callaway!
Callaway to Diaz. Ava Diaz knocked away. Good play. And taking it up here goes Grace Koziel for Notre Dame.
It's at least her third Paul's turnover today, defensively.
Yeah, she's done a great job behind the net early in the game, and now this one, a nice play to strip one of the better players on this Paul VI team. Parker, he's got 2. Deals it off to Javik. Parker gets it back, shoots, and scores. Reese Parker with her 3rd goal.
Get back, you guys. Let's go.
Of the morning. Actually, make that her 4th. We've seen their offense. We talked about it in the pregame about how both of these teams, high-powered offenses. We expected a high-scoring game. So far, that's what we're getting, and Notre Dame's been able to stick right with them.
Yeah, Blue.
Another draw that is controlled
Let's go,
by Paul
girls.
VI. Here's Giordano. Gets her way past Beadle and goes behind the net to Diaz.
There you go. There you
Diaz
go.
into the middle. Callaway fans on that shot. Martin. Up top. Goal. Here's McCarthy.
Get in there, Em.
Here we have Amelia Albacker back in the draw. Fish seems to be switching it up again.
Yeah, Emily Javik just not really her day in the circle this time. They'll go back to Eilbacher. Ava Callaway, this one high up into the air. And it comes down into the net of Ellie Marone. Marone turns on the Jets, gets by one defender who nearly goes off sides. That was Callaway, and now Marone turns the corner behind the net. 8-5, Paul VI on top. Irish have yet to lead. Parker, who's already got 4.
Good job, Em.
Deals it off. And now it's Eilbacher off a pass from Cottrell. 33 to go till halftime, and we'll see if the Irish can close the second quarter like they did the first, as they scored 3 of the final 4. Stay with the Irish. We're looking for a teammate. Gets to the edge of the fan and thought about handing it off to Javik. She'll keep it herself, go behind the net, pestered by the corner. That pass up top will be scooped up by Marone and now Eilbacher. Amelia Eilbacher yet to get on the score sheet in terms of goals so far. Eilbacher around behind into the middle, shot blocked. Taken by Paul the Sixth. Nice defensive play there by the Eagles. Largest lead of the morning. They're up by 3, yet to be up by more than that. Callaway to Giordano, defended closely by O'Connell, 7-on-7. And back to Callaway.
Come on,
Now
Diaz, finish it.
Gets to the middle. Yellow card comes out. Oh, a little flick shot. Amelia Giordano, her 5th goal of the season, 1st goal of the day. Freshman attacker.
Great job, ladies. Keep it
Now
up.
in her high school career. Controls here by Paul the Sixth. 1:23 to go till halftime. Looking to get their 10th goal of the game and trying to double Notre Dame here. Rosa had it come out of her net, but recovers. Ellie Marone. Now player up for Paul the Sixth as we close out this first half. Marone will head off. 67 seconds left, 9-5 game. Let's see how Notre Dame plays this as Paul the Sixth now with 11-on-10. The controls. Here's McCarthy to Diaz, double team. Tries to she goes down, pops.
About the 5th one to the head. We say 7.
Let's go. You got real.
9-5.
And strong.
This one won back by Eilbacher and she picks it up.
30 seconds.
6 seconds to work with. Save made by Sienna Mount. Still yeah, they got numbers. And then her
Yeah, and a nice grab.
Time. Connects with D. Try to regroup. 24 minutes down, 24 to go. And stay tuned, our halftime report is coming up next on the WBCB Sports Network.
In a world where every choice we make can impact someone's life, one brand is leading the way towards a brighter future. We are on a mission to raise, especially children, student athletes, and veterans. Join us at Fish and be a part of
In a world where every voice matters, there's a brand that stands out. Fish, not just a clothing company, but a movement for change. We're dedicated to raise.
But guess what? You're not alone. There's a beacon of hope shining through, and it's called the Hey app. If you've ever felt the weight of isolation, stress, or emotional struggles, this one's for you. We're about to unveil a platform that's more than just an app. It's a lifeline for those in need. What sets Hey apart? Well, it connects people in need with compassionate and supportive listeners. You can share your thoughts, your fears, your hopes, and do it all anonymously. Because sometimes all we need is someone to listen without judgment. And here's a beautiful opportunity for you. We're asking you to download the Hey app and become a listener. Imagine being the reason someone smiles today, the reason someone feels heard. Can be a life.
Clothing company represents the core values you dedicate to yourself every day. We want to inspire you to be the best and most fulfilled version of yourself. FISH is an acronym standing for faith, faith in oneself and those around you. Integrity, always evolve with integrity. Strength, through adversity comes strength, and honor. There is honor in the fight as we welcome you back here to Notre Dame High School, where the Irish trail the Eagles of Paul VI 11-5 at halftime. And Freddie, they were keeping it close, I would say probably for the first 15 to 20 minutes or so, but that end of the second quarter action by Paul VI, they were able to pull away, has gotten them out to this 6-goal advantage. And in the second half, what would you like to see maybe a little bit better out of Notre Dame as they look to make this comeback?
Notre Dame really has to try their best to win the draw. I mean, that's going to be key. I mean, the last draw we were down a player. Ellie was out with a yellow card. That's unfortunate, but it happens. It just seems like Paul Six is coming with fire. I mean, they're running with the momentum. It's a lot of work for your defense when the offense doesn't win the draw, right? I mean, they're coming at you full steam. They definitely have great movement and great transition, Paul Six. They've got talented players. You can't take it away. They're a talented group of girls. I was super impressed. Notre Dame was holding them to a 2 to a 1 point lead. First quarter, almost most of the second quarter. I mean, they're showing their capabilities of what they can do. We definitely have good offensive and defensive players. I mean, you just, you come out and you play a team like this is going to be one of their stronger games, as we're seeing here just before we got to the half. I mean, they got to make it count. Everything they do. You can't drop the ball. You can't have a sloppy pass. You got to capitalize on everything. It's, you know, hopeful I am that they win the draw controls here. Come out with possession and bring it down and set up offensively, and they find the right cutter, put it in the back of the net, as Parker has done 4 times, 5 times by now.
Darius Parker with 4 of the 5 Notre Dame goals, and we'll see if Coach Fisher kind of counts on her to be more of a spark plug in the second half. Obviously, she's been doing all she can, but Notre Dame, again, their offense when they've had the ball, they've been good. The problem, like you mentioned there, Freddie, was the draw controls, and Paul VI. When they're winning those consistently, they're able to set up their offense and not really let Notre Dame get into much of any type of rhythm. Both teams coming out onto the field here for the second half. They will switch sides once again. Eilbacher and Callaway in the circle.
We're actually still in the 2-minute penalty. Ellen Malone is still off on the sideline, so Notre Dame is still cleared out.
Yeah, and I believe there's like 55, 54 seconds left in that because Moreau with the yellow card, just over a minute until the halftime break. So Paul VI still with the advantage here, already on top 11-5.
This is what we call timing.
Callaway and Eilbacher in the circle. They put their sticks together. Official blows the whistle, and we are underway in the second half. And there you go, right on cue. The Irish win the draw. Davis to Parker, who's got 4 goals so far. Pressure her is Cameron.
Good job, Candy. Good job.
To give it up,
Good
ball
pressure.
loose, and Eilbacher will go pick it up. Kind of 2 different defensive strategies so far. Paul VI, they've been very aggressive playing the full length of the field. Notre Dame, they kind of try to create a box around the 8 meter and not allow any penetration. And Eilbacher gets into the middle of the 8 meter and scores, and a perfect start for Notre Dame here in the second half. They get on the board 43 seconds in.
That's what I was talking about there, Jordan. I mean, you see how important that was, the draw control?
Yeah, and it allowed Notre Dame to step up their offense, and Eilbacher just goes to work. And it seems like that's kind of been the play for the Irish so far, taking around behind the net, try to get in to the net front and beat Sienna Mount from close range. We've seen Parker do that a couple of times, and now Eilbacher to make it 11-6. And again, now Notre Dame 2 for 2 on the draw controls
Nice
here in
shot.
the second half as Javik gets run into and fouled. Javik's a miscommunication, but Kelly Demsko goes back to pick that one up, and she'll give it right back to the senior midfielder. Javik defers to Parker at the top of the fan, gets by one defender into the 8 meter, shoots blocked. Eilbacher to recover though. The direct traffic behind the net. And right back to Eilbacher behind the net. That goal was her first of the game. Not used to seeing her held scoreless for an entire half, and now she's got 24 on the year. Eilebacher into the middle, and another goal for Michaela Driscoll. This is exactly how Coach Brian Fisher drew it up, as the Irish get the first 2 tallies of the second half and are back to within 4 just like that.
We just talked about that again. How important is that draw control? You cannot, you win 2 draw controls, you move the ball properly, unoffensive, and there it is, 2 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, 2 draw controls and 2 goals in the first 2 minutes of the second half. Deuce is wild. As the Irish now continue to trail 11-7, but they look re-energized here out of the halftime break. Tipped back, and Parker the fan into the 8-meter. Parker off the crossbar, nearly got her 5th, but trying to scoop it up back. A bit. I'll to jab it. Backer. The break. Down Abe Martin.
What? On us.
Aubrey Davis with a chance at a penalty shot and a chance to pull the Irish back to within 3. Davis is yet to score so far till now. Makes it a 3-goal game. It's 11-8.
Priest, no goal.
No goal.
Quick.
They're going to wave it off. They say,
Priest violation.
yeah, Davis went a little too far. And now maybe a frustration play there as the stick comes out of her hand trying to knock it loose. And so that's a huge break there for Paul the 6th. As including the and Algier up top to Martin. LaRose. With the Eagles. Bounce. Up. David breaking down a defensive 2-3 zone. Beautiful passing leads to the 12th tally of the afternoon or of the morning. Yeah, still the morning. It's 11:03. And restores the 5-goal advantage for the Eagles.
Come on, Em.
got on the board for the first time. To Martin and now Diaz. Quick passing, McCarthy, double team cut off. McCarthy spins by Javik into the 8-meter, shoots it up over the crossbar. And then collides with Sammy Davis. And that one will go against Paul VI. Davis to Parker, she'll cross the midfield stripe. Lots of speed for Parker. She's got 4 goals already. Parker up top, Javik. The rider commit, pulls it back out to the top of the fan.
That's it.
Nice job, Maddie. Yeah! Gotta be blue, gotta be blue! There you go.
Davis, loose, scoop
Oh my
off the
God.
post. Nifty play.
Parent section don't need a hard time.
The Eagles take over halfway. Led the entire way through. Turnover, it will go back to Notre Dame. Javik whips it over to Parker. Now the one of their offensive sets a little bit more consistently. Heilbacker. Wide. With Notre Dame is
Good job, Sienna!
McCarthy to Giordano. Now behind the net, Callaway. McCarthy, and again, deliberate offensive set here for Paul VI as we tick down to 4:30. Martin to Kerner, cross field, McCarthy. Now Giordano, back to McCarthy. Quickly back in front. Callaway. That shot was blocked. Callaway trying to race back to pick it up. Here comes
Matt, behind you. 12.
Ellie Marone. This time in fifth goal of the game. And so still
Go,
here
PBI.
the game kind of gets Irish are going to have to been doing on the draw controls here in the ball loose, and it's going to be picked up by Paul VI, and then Parker. Notre Dame now will be forced to play some defense the way Paul on the side of the knocked away, and Davis around behind the net. Michaela so far today looking for a
One check, Auburn!
Giordano to LaRosa. .206 to play, third quarter. Diaz off the bounce. Up top, it's Kerner. McCarthy deals it off to LaRosa. Back to McCarthy. Her way past Beadle, cut off and forced to pull it back out. And Callaway takes full advantage with her second goal of the quarter, makes it 13-8. Seconds to play here in the third. Wind picks up. On the draw. Quickly scoots back by the road and gets fouled. It will stay with Notre Dame. Barone to Parker. Parker's got 5. Front and never really looked at the net as the six.
Oh, nice grab. Nice grab.
Eagles were where they ended the second with a goal to, and they do it again here in the third. Dial back with McCarthy in the Notre Dame trails the Eagles with ball to 6 after 36 minutes.
In a world of life, one brand is leading Fish. We're especially children, student athletes, and veterans. Join us at Fish and be a part of something bigger than your
Inspire you to be the best and most fulfilled version of yourself. FISH is an acronym standing for faith, faith in oneself and those around you. Integrity, always evolve with integrity. Strength, through adversity comes strength. As after 3 quarters of play, Paul VI besting Notre Dame 14-8. And that third quarter,
No doubt. 3 draw controls in a row. They fed the ball off nicely. From Aubrey Davis from the Crease violation. A couple minutes there. Continue to put it back.
yeah, that kind of. Before that, break, re-energized, their bench was into it, and they kind of switched back to the Eagles, and that Eilebacker, McCarthy in the circle. This one quickly whistled down. We'll try it once more. 4th quarter, not quite underway yet here from Notre Dame.
Yeah, babe.
This one really won back by Paul VI. Right in the net of Martin, now Diaz to Callaway. Right in the middle. For Vanessa LaRosa. And 8, Eagles lead. That time. So now Paul forced error, that one perhaps be the Eagles. Diaz. She tries to turn around. Really starting to take command of this one here early in the fourth. Giordano to Callaway. Roseville trying to put the pressure on. Instead, now it's McCarthy at the side of the net. So that pass high, but do it again here. Parker. Net. For her. Six goals on the game.
Go, get it right back.
At 5, so
Go, PBS. controlled by the Irish. Down by 7 with 6:39. A Reese Parker goal. Seven and 2. Javik a sidearm shot.
barely snuck its way over the line. Ball of 6. Out the way behind the net, she's got Martin. She's got a hat trick. That last 12 ideas gave her a hat trick. And McCarthy with 6. That one again out of the net.
Go to the sideline.
Giordano.
Good job, Jordan!
Jordan Johnson, she'll play it all the way back to the goaltender, Sienna Mount. It's 7.3 goals per game, and all the 6, when you look at the numbers, they give up. Will allow the other side. Wire to wire. Strip. They're picking up his gear. Irish unable to get possession. Away. Out to Diaz.
All 6 is definitely content with the leads.
They come
or nap. Someone she'll work
life. Sure. Of the cell.
Brand and moving better.
or nap. Because sometimes all we and here's a beautiful opportunity for you. We're asking you to join this community of compassion. Download this can be a guiding light for someone in their Imagine being the reason someone smiles. The world.
Life. One. Of the mental health issue. Join us at cell.
world where every voice matters, there's a brand that stands out. Fish. Raising awareness about mental health issues, especially veterans. Our brand is a powerful tool for expression and support. Join us at Fish Clothing Company and be part of a community that's making a difference.
We all face challenges, and sometimes life can get a bit overwhelming. But guess what? You're not alone. There's a beacon of hope shining through, and it's called the Hey app. If you've ever felt the weight of isolation, stress, it's powerful, and it starts with you. Join us on this journey, because every conversation can be a lifeline. Let's make the world a little brighter, one connection at a time.
In a world where every choice we make can impact, introducing the mental health issues self. Together, we can
In a world where every voice matters, there's a brand that stands out. Fish, not just a clothing company, but a movement for raising awareness about mental health issues, especially among children, student athletes, and veterans. Our brand was born from the belief that clothing can be a powerful tool for expression and support.
Or emotional struggles. This app. It's a lifeline for people in need with compassionate and supportive listeners. You can share your thoughts, your fears, your hopes, and do it all anonymously. Because sometimes all we need is someone to listen without judgment. And here's a beautiful opportunity for you. We're asking you to join this community of compassion. Download someone smile. Can be a life.
life. Of the self. Together.
In a world where Fish, not just a clothing company, raising awareness about mental health issues, was born from the belief and support.
here at Paul VI. What's it kind of been like through the early part of the season, kind of with her at the helm?
It's awesome. She just pushes us to be better people on and off the field, and we're all super competitive, and yeah, I wouldn't want it to be anybody else.
Well, 3 goals today, now 41 on the